Okay, guys, we are on the rush. It's 1:30. Been going since 10 hard. Remember, 22 friggin' trees in 15-gallon pots, root bound. Okay, we're not talking just bought. Lots of 5 gallons and 1 gallons. But what I want to show you guys real quick was, and you're going to see this in the garden. So this guy has been sitting in a pot for some time. It's a healthy looking fig rooting, but what you don't see when you wonder why you're not going to get a lot of figs, what you're not seeing is if you look in, do you see these balls at the end? You see how, see if I can zoom in. See those little balls at the end of the roots there? How they look a little lumpy? So that is root rot nematode. Now, should we kill the plant, burn it, and burn all the land and set it afire? No, guys. Okay, this is quite common. And what this is common in is a sandy soil with no nourishment. So this guy right here can be treated organically with lots of good compost, shrimp meal, fish meal, crab meal. It really likes those. You know why? Because it kills the nematodes because it's crusty. So some good nourishment. And you can see, look at the size of this guy. Look at this little root ball. So we're going to come in, dig your fingers in, guys. Okay, dig them in. I'm not saying chop off and kill the root ball. I'm saying get in there and massage this guy. So here's what we need. He's a little root bound, and we want this. This is so active with nutrients. This, as you see, no problem growing good stuff in. This, potting soil. 3 years these trees have been in a pot, 3 years. So what we are doing real quick is we're doing little, and this is the tiniest little root bag because we have done so many. I really didn't have too many left, but it's little enough. You'll see it's going to stretch right over this. Now, there's nothing you can do at this stage in the game, okay? It's got the root rot nematode. It's not going to kill it. They don't kill, they slowly disease you is what they do. And they can be reversed. They live in the roots is where they are. So you'd have to kill the whole tree to get rid of it. But chances are, again, I have lots of things that showed signs of it, that you just improved the soil and everything changed. So we're going to get this guy in the ground. And we're also, tonight, I'm going to bring over tons of compost and poop because we want this guy to be feeling some love. When it shows signs of that, it says, you planted me in Death Valley. What am I supposed to do? This needs lots of nourishment. It's got none. So if you guys are dealing with some pots in your yard that you've had stuff sitting, you're wondering, is it root bound? Why is it not producing? I haven't got a fig on that. Haven't got anything on that. That could be why. Always, always, always. This is why I don't really like trees in pots as much. And I do understand if you're in Michigan, it's what you got to do. And you guys are used to this more. And ironically, the root rot nematode is more in sandy, dry soils. You might not even see that back east because from what I understand, I'm in zone 9B. It comes from very dry soils. And I know Rhea's farm over here, they have so much acreage, much different than me. They're loaded with water and acreage. And as you can see, it's pretty much grass that grows over here. They don't run animals. They got a bunch of chickens. They lease out some of the land, but this land is ready. So if you guys are sitting like her on lots of land and can't decide what you're doing, get out and get some plants in the ground. You know, some blackberries, some apple trees. Doesn't take much to have joy to come outside. And if you see that root rot nematode, it's just a deficiency in love and fertilizers. I suggest organic only. If you do not have organic, that's fine. You could certainly use a commercial 10-10-10. But the real secret is generally shrimp meal and crab meal. It's the sharpness of it, kind of like a DE. The crustaceans, it just can't survive. Just slices them up. So it's kind of fun to think of those little bastards slicing up. So you might want to add a bag of it. Find some. If you've seen it, it's very common in pots. So don't leave your stuff in pots for 6 years. Every once in a while, dump it out and see what's going on down there. It's going to tell you a story. And tune in, because when we're done with this secret, we're going to show you all about it. It's beautiful.